Let's be real. If you've been telling yourself you don't have time to get in shape, you're lying to yourself. You don't need an hour, you don't need a gym. You just need 25 minutes and a smart plan. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen. Welcome to Build to Last, the podcast for busy men who want to lose weight, get stronger, and finally take control of their health without the bullshit. And today, we're tackling the number one excuse I hear: I don't have time. Well, I'm here to tell you don't need time, you just need a smarter approach. My name is Dietary, and I'm an online fitness coach that helps men sustainably lose weight without going to the gym. I have helped quite a bit of people lose weight and keep it off without ever stepping foot in the gym. And when people tell me they got off CPAP, have more energy, fit into the favorite clothes, getting more compliments, feel more confident, I love when my clients tell me all this. If you're tired of quick fix nonsense and want real sustainable results, you are in the right place. Every episode will break down simple, actionable strategies that fit into your life. No matter how busy you are, no matter how many times you felt before, this is about making fitness work for you, not the other way around. Here's what you can expect. We'll bust fitness myths, give you no BS strategies, and I'll share real success stories from guys just like you who made it happen. Some days it will be just me, other times I'll bring guests and other experts on who also walk this road. We have all seen those viral workouts that promise insane results in no time, whether it's a new piece of equipment, a celebrity endorsed program, or a wild TikTok challenge, but not all of them are worth your time. An example of this would be a water fast, where you don't eat anything and just drink water for a straight week. Obviously, that's insane, not sustainable, and won't get you the result you want. Or running half a marathon every day. Again, not sustainable, not something that most people can fit into the schedule, and obviously will not get you the sustainable results you want. I highly recommend you actually avoid these types of extreme approaches. But let's be real. Working out is only half the battle. If you're tired of putting in the effort and not seeing results, your diet might be holding you back. The best part, you don't need to cut out your favorite food or follow some miserable restrictive plan to lose weight. Small strategic changes make all the difference. If you want to learn exactly how to tweak your meals so you can drop fat, build muscle, and actually enjoy eating, check out free lessons on my website, danielrosfit.com. Now, let's get into the no-nonsense game plan for making short workouts actually work. The 25-minute workout formula. Short workouts aren't random. They need structure. Here's a formula for an effective 25-minute workout. You're going to exercise for 30 seconds, then rest for 30 seconds. Then move on to the next exercise. Exercise again for 30 seconds and move and rest for 30 seconds. You're going to pick 5 different exercises and do 5 total rounds. 5 times 5, 25-minute workout. For the first exercise, I would recommend doing a chest exercise, so a knee push-up. After that, go to a lower body exercise, so something like a squat. Then go back to an upper body exercise, so that can be wall slides, which targets your upper back. Then, again, let's do a lower body exercise, something like glute bridge. After that, finish off with an effective ab exercise. We can go with a plank. Again, you exercise for 30 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, then move on to the next exercise, and do that 5 total times for a super effective 25-minute workout. Now, let's talk about the real reason you keep telling yourself you're too busy. It's time to shift your mindset from excuse to action. People make time for what matters, Netflix and social media. And the reason why is because you tell yourself, I'm going to scroll on social media for 2 minutes. which turns into 30 minutes. But when it comes to working out, you say, I don't have time to work out for 30 minutes, and therefore you do nothing. I suggest taking the opposite approach. Stop thinking about working out as binary. Did I work out? Did I not work out? Instead, think, how much did I work out? How many minutes of exercise did I do? 2 minutes is better than nothing. So if you can only do 2 minutes, do 2 minutes. And the best part about this approach is when you do 2 minutes, you have momentum, which can easily become 20, 25 minutes later on. Just like when you tell yourself, hey, I'm just going to watch 5 minutes of Netflix, and that turns into an hour, you want to take the same mindset and implement that into exercise. Tell yourself, I'm just going to work out for 5 minutes, so you get the momentum, and ideally, that turns into a solid 30-minute workout session. If you're ready to change your life, this is your moment. I want to help people lose 100 pounds and keep it off for good. Here's the deal. When you hit that 100-pound milestone, I'm going to fly to you, sit with you, and interview you so you can share your breakthroughs and how you lost the weight so you can inspire others as well. Go to danielrossfit.com for some great free resources on the best ways to lose weight without going to the gym and improving your eating habits. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions regarding the best way to lose weight, but everything I'll be sharing is what has gotten real people real results. So my candid hope is you get lots of value from this podcast. Think, wow, this guy's legit. He makes me view health and fitness in a different way I never have before. And then you book a call with me and I'll help you get phenomenal results. So I've gathered some of the most common weight loss questions that I hear all the times from people that want to look and feel the best. I hear the same questions all the time from guys who are stuck and want to feel better. And if you're thinking that's you, know that you're not alone. The first question is, I have knee pain or back pain or shoulder pain. Are workouts at home safe for me? My answer for that is, of course it is. It's actually safer at home than in the gym because all that matters is that you know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, being in the gym is actually more dangerous than being at home. Now, obviously, you want to know what you're doing either way. And the simplest solution for that is follow a customized plan specifically tailored to you. If you are 60 and 300 pounds, you should not do the same workout as somebody who is 200 pounds and 20 years old. If you have a shoulder injury, you should do very different exercises than if you don't have a shoulder injury, etc. So the best solution I have is follow a customized workout plan that is tailored to your workout and fitness level, your past and present injuries, available equipment, all of that. Next question. What is the best diet for weight loss? That is perhaps the most common question of all. I would say the best diet for weight loss is not keto, vegan, carnivore, paleo, or any of those fad diets. Could those work for some people? Sure. But the best diet is the most sustainable diet. And the most sustainable diet is the one that is not restrictive. Because if you can't follow a diet for a decade, for several decades, you should not do it for a day. And keto, vegan, carnivore, paleo are all way too restrictive for most people to follow for the rest of their life. So they can't be the best diet. The best diet is the you diet, a diet that is 100% tailored to you. And here's exactly how you can make your own you diet. Write a list of everything you enjoy eating. Don't filter if it's healthy, expensive, convenient. Just write a list of everything that you enjoy eating. Next, underline everything you think is healthy. Now, ideally, you have a nutrition expert that is looking over your shoulder saying, hey, I noticed you underlined this, it's actually not healthy, or other foods that you might have not underlined that are actually pretty healthy. Basically, it's helpful to have a nutrition expert bust some common myths. But if you can't decide if a food is healthy or not, simply think, 20 minutes after I finish eating the food, how do I feel? Usually, with healthy food, you feel light and energized, and with unhealthy food, you feel tired, sluggish, and lazy. So, after you've written the list of everything you enjoy eating and underline everything that's healthy, that is your meal plan. If you eat that 80% of the time and 20% of the time you eat food that is just tasty, that is a pretty solid starting point. So, again, from the list you made, 80% is healthy, 20% is healthy and tasty, but 100% of what you wrote is foods that you enjoy. If you do that for a week or two and you're not losing weight, what I recommend is have 100% of what you're eating healthy and tasty. If you do that for a week or two and not losing weight, what I would recommend is for you to track everything you're eating. And here's a metaphor I'll give you that should hopefully encourage you and make you realize the importance of tracking. Imagine that you were going to a clothing store to buy jackets. You saw two jackets that you like equally. Both look phenomenal, both are comfortable. However, you don't know how much they cost, and you only know how much each jacket is going to cost a week after you buy it. In that case, you'll choose jacket A 50% of the time and choose jacket B 50% of the time, because only after a week later you know how much it costs. However, if you can look at the price tag right away and you saw one of the jackets was 10 times more expensive, you'd probably pick the jacket that wasn't 10 times more expensive, because again, you liked both jackets equally and both are just as comfortable. When it comes to eating, chances are there are many times when there's two meals that taste just as good, are equally filling, but one meal has way more calories than the other. In that case, you want to pick the meal that has way less calories. The reason people often don't do this is because they have no idea which meal has more calories or less calories. That is the benefit of tracking, to close the gap between how many calories you think you're eating and how much you're actually eating. How much calories is in a certain food and how many calories you think is in a certain food. Often there's a huge discrepancy, and tracking closes that gap. The reason why, if you like two jackets equally, you'd buy the one that's not 10 times more expensive is because you can look at the price tag. And the reason why people make the bad choices when it comes to food is because most people generally have no idea how many calories is in each meal. So again, quick summary. If all you do is write a list of everything you enjoy eating, underline what's healthy, eat that the majority of the time, and track everything you eat so you know what foods you like and have less calories, you can eat more of that, and what foods you don't really like have high calories, you can eat less of that. If you just do that, that is the best diet weight loss plan you can follow because it is 100% sustainable to you. All right, next question. Can I build muscle with just bodyweight workouts? The answer is hell yes. And that is because your muscles don't have eyes, meaning your muscles have no idea whether you're doing barbells or dumbbells or body weight. All your muscles know is how much tension you're putting on the muscle. If you're trying to work out your chest muscles don't know, they can't differentiate between you doing push-ups all out or you doing a bench press. All it knows is how much tension you're putting on the muscle. And if you're able to manipulate your body and follow a customized workout plan that makes you have a certain amount of tension in your muscles, you're going to build muscle. So yes, you can 100% build muscle with just bodyweight workouts at home. Next question. What exercises are most effective for burning fat? I would say the most effective type of exercises for burning fat is strength training at home. Here's why. All types of exercises burn calories, whether you're doing plyometrics, cardio, or strength training, everything burns calories. However, the benefit of strength training is you burn calories while exercising and you're also building lean muscle. And the more lean muscle you have, the higher your metabolism. And the higher your metabolism is, the more calories you burn just being alive. That is the benefit of strength training. The reason why I say at home is because if you think about the last 5 movies you watched, how many of them were at home versus how many of them were in a movie theater? Chances are most of them were at home. Why? Because watching Netflix is a lot more convenient than driving to a movie theater. Same thing with working out. The most important aspect of working out is consistency. And working out at home is a lot more convenient than going to the gym, meaning it's not easier to be more consistent. And you might be wondering, is home workouts as effective? My answer to that is Gordon Ramsay with one pan can make a better meal than the average person can with 5 pans. Because it's not about how much equipment you have, it's about knowing what to do. And if you know what to do, even with a single equipment, your body weight, you can still get phenomenal results. Next question. How do I make home workouts more challenging without adding weights? That is a phenomenal question because the negative of adding weights is that it increases the chance that you hurt yourself. Ideally, what you actually want to do is to put as much tension as your muscle with as little tension as possible on your joints. When you add weight, you are going to naturally increase the amount of tension you put in your muscle, but you will also add the amount of tension you put in your joints, which increases the chances you get injured. So the most ideal thing you can do is increase your muscle tension as much as possible without increasing your joint tension. And you do that by slowing down your reps, by making sure you have exquisite form, by pausing what's most difficult, by doing everything else but adding weights. So I would actually recommend, even if you do have a full gym, full dumbbells, you should think about adding weights as the last thing you'd want to do because you want to maximize how much tension you're able to get through better form, through going slower, through all the other aspects of working out and increasing the weights last. Next question. What's better for fat loss? Short, intense workouts or long, steady workouts? The answer actually 100% depends on your schedule. If you have infinite amount of time, I would recommend longer workouts because you can get more out of them and you're probably going to enjoy the workouts more. Intense workouts actually take effort mentally because you know you're going to have to push yourself to the limit. So if you have the time and you want to really enjoy the exercise session, I would recommend longer workouts. Walking for 2 hours while listening to your favorite podcast, hopefully this, is going to be more enjoyable than sprinting all out. So if you have the time, do that. However, some people, I completely understand, have an extremely hectic lifestyle, extremely busy schedule. They can only do 20 minutes, 25 minutes, no more than that. In that case, I recommend setting a timer and going all out for those 20-25 minutes. Because you know after 20-25 minutes, the workout is going to be done. Even though those are going to be brutal minutes, extremely intense, you can still get a lot out of them. So if you're extremely busy, you have a lot going on, that is what I would recommend. Another question. How do I recover properly if I'm training without a coach? The way to recover properly is the exact same whether you have a coach or not. And the way to recover properly is what you do outside of working out. So whether you have a coach or not should actually not make any difference. When it comes to recovery, there are what you eat, there is how much you sleep and the quality of your sleep, and your overall lifestyle. So in terms of what you eat, you want to make sure that you're getting adequate protein. Ideally 1 gram of protein per body weight, and overall enough calories. Because if you're starving yourself, you might lose more weight initially, but that's a horrible long-term approach because you would not be able to properly recover from your workouts. In terms of sleep, you want to get 7+ hours of sleep. If you can't do that, which I totally get, because some people have too much going on, then you want to make sure that you optimize the quality of your sleep. And you do that with three main focuses. One, dark as possible. You can have blackout curtains, eye mask, anything to make the room as dark as possible. Two, cool room temperature. I would suggest 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 degrees Celsius. You can sleep naked. Once you do it once, you never want to go back. You can take a hot shower before bed. You can sip tea before bed. Anything to cool your body temperature. And third, which is what everyone struggles with, you want low stimulation before bed. So avoid heavy arguments, avoid the news. Instead, you want to journal, meditate, relax. So to properly recover, you want to get adequate high quality sleep. You want to eat properly. And third, you want to make sure that overall your lifestyle is in check. That means reduce stress and stay hydrated. If you focus on these three things, staying hydrated, reducing stress, optimizing sleep quality, and eating properly, you're going to recover phenomenally and get great results. Next question. How long will it take me to lose X amount of weight? I would recommend, ideally, you want to lose between 1 to 2 pounds a week. Let's define what a caloric deficit is. A caloric deficit is burning more calories than you consume, meaning you can either burn more calories by exercising more, or you can consume less calories by eating less. That is what a caloric deficit is, and that is the only way to lose weight. If you're losing more than 2 pounds a week, but you're doing that by exercising a ton, that's completely fine. That's actually encouraged. However, that does take lots of time. If you have the time to exercise a lot, do that. But if you don't, then that's fine. Do whatever you can. But if you're losing more than 2 pounds a week, but you're barely exercising, that means chances are you're probably starving yourself. And the problem with that is, A, that often leads to binging, and B, if you starve yourself for too long, you're going to plummet your metabolism, meaning you're going to be in a negative loop, negative cycle, causing you to have to continually eat less and less calories just to maintain the weight loss. So if you're losing more than 2 pounds a week and you're not exercising, you're probably starving yourself. Not a good approach. You want to be in a slight caloric deficit, not too much. If you're losing less than 1 pound a week, you are either not following customer's plan or you're not executing on the customer's plan. Because if you were executing on a customer's plan specifically tailored to your food preferences, schedule, etc., you should be losing 1 to 2 pounds every single week. What's the best time of day to work out, and does it really matter? Super quick answer for this: no, it doesn't matter. Do whatever works best for you, whatever works best for your schedule. Again, the most important thing is consistency. Whatever you can do consistently, that is the best time to work out. If you have full control over your schedule and it really doesn't matter, it would be slightly more ideal to work out in the morning, because if you work out at night, it might make going to sleep more difficult. However, if you have not worked out for the day and your only option to work out is at night, then definitely do that. Don't tell yourself, I'm going to work out the next day in the morning. No, if you missed a workout, do it immediately. The most important thing is consistency above everything else. Next question. How do I know if my workout is actually effective? The answer to this is pretty simple. Are you getting tangible results? If you're working out constantly, but the scale isn't going down, you're not having more energy, you are not seeing your clothes fit better, you're either lying, meaning you're not actually working out consistently, or you're doing the wrong thing, which could be possible. I doubt that you would go to work every day if you never got paid. If you never got any results, of course you'd be demotivated and you wouldn't want to continue. So If you're legitimately putting in effort and not seeing any results, probably you're not following a customized workout plan that is specifically tailored to you. Because if you did, you would see tangible results every single week. Next, how do I avoid gaining weight after losing it? I would say the best way to avoid gaining weight after losing it is to avoid extreme approaches and instead implement daily habits that move the needle. If you wanted to maintain your mouth hygiene, the dumb way to go about it is to brush your teeth for an hour a day every single day of the month, followed by 5 months of not brushing your teeth. That would be extremely stupid. Similarly, the stupid way to maintain your weight loss is to run half marathons and drink 3 liters of water or 3 gallons of water and eat nothing but lettuce and banana for a month, followed by binging and doing nothing, which is what most people do. Instead, if you wanted to maintain your mouth hygiene, you would simply brush your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes a day. So 4 minutes every single day. If you do that for 6 months, you would have phenomenal mouth hygiene. Similarly, in terms of working out and staying fit, if all you do is walk 10 minutes after each meal, if all you do is drink a full water bottle as soon as you wake up, if all you do is eat from a smaller plate, then you would have developed small habits that move the needle in your favor. Again, avoid extreme approaches and instead have small habits that take little time and effort but move the needle in your favor. Next, how do I stay motivated to lose weight? I would say the best way to stay motivated to lose weight is to get tangible results week after week after week. I actually often say people don't lack motivation, they lack tangible results. Because if every week you saw the number of the skull go down, your clothes fitting better, you having more energy, you'd want to continue. You'd want to keep going. The reason people lack motivation is because they don't see any results. Again, you would not go to work every single day if you did not get paid ever. Obviously, you need to be compensated. And if you're putting effort in the wrong direction, of course you're going to be demotivated because you're not seeing any results. So the simple solution is to follow a plan that is guaranteed to get you results. That's the best way to get motivated and to stay motivated. The other part of the question, I would say, is that A, you want to get tangible results, and B, you want to have somebody to talk to during the low moments of your life. We all have bad days, days in which we want to give up. And if you don't have anybody there to talk to when you feel like giving up, you are more likely to binge and make the wrong choices. So I would say the best way to stay motivated is to, 1, see tangible results, and 2, have somebody who is able to change your perspective and motivate you during those low moments in life, which we all have occasionally. All right, we've covered a lot today. And if you're still here, that tells me something. You are serious about making a change. And that's already a win. Most people don't even get to this point. They think about it, they research, they scroll through fitness content, but never actually do anything. But you're listening. That means something. It means you're ready to stop waiting and actually start taking action. And that's what this is all about. Action over excuses. Progress over perfection. Look, I'm not here to sell you some magic solution. There's no secret formula. The real secret to results is consistency. Showing up even when you don't feel like it. And that starts now. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, commit to just 10 minutes. That's it. No overcomplicating, no second guessing. Just 10 minutes of movement, whether it's body weight, a walk, stretching, literally anything. The point is to just start. Because once you start, momentum kicks in. And I want to hear from you. DM me on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn at DanielRaz_fit and tell me that you completed your first workout. Seriously, message me. I'm a real person. Talk to me. I will reply to your messages, I promise. And if you're thinking, okay, I can handle the workout, but what about my diet? I got you covered. Go to danielrazfit.com and check out the free lessons that will help you sustainably lose weight and implement better approaches. And before you go, do me a favor. If this episode helped you out, then share it with a friend, someone who needs it. Maybe it's a coworker or a family member, someone who's been stuck in the cycle of, I don't have time. Because we both know time isn't the problem. It's taking the first step that really matters. Hit that follow button so you don't miss the next episode. We are just getting started. And trust me, you don't want to sit on the sidelines for this. I'll see you on the next episode so you can finally get phenomenal results. Again, if you want to improve your nutrition, then visit my website at danielrazfit.com, and social media, I am most active on X or Twitter, DanielRaz_fit. I look forward to hearing back from you as soon as possible.